Welcome, Sagittarius. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your new moon in Virgo solar eclipse reading. A mouthful. The two new moons in Virgo, the first one in late August, the current one upcoming on the 21st of September, have sandwiched the lunar eclipse in Pisces. So we are in eclipse season, a time of incredible intensity regarding, for you, the way you are seen in the world, the way you locate yourself within your community. The Five of Wands is the overall energy describing your willingness to work as part of a team, part of a collective. I would say Sagittarians are team players, even cheerleaders, more accurately. So you can be both as a team player. You understand that you are part of something bigger than you and that you have a unique and important role to play. This is an important way that you approach any community achievement or outward ambition towards success. The Wheel of Fortune underneath the deck indicates how that is changing for you, how you are seeking change or some kind of karmic retribution for the efforts that you have made that you feel have been invisible, that you have felt that you've been excluded from in some way or other. And let me pull a crystal oracle before we get into it. And I pulled the Herkimer, beautiful crystal here, a little citrine looking. And the key word is dreams. I'm constantly manifesting my dreams into reality. I would say that is heightened right now. I do believe there's an element of karma that is working on your behalf at this point. Some kind of a reward, some kind of receipt of energy as the result of the investments you've made, not only in yourself, but in your community, even from the edges. You have been bidding to be more central, not to be the leader, not to be the most important person, but to be part of the team. And you're experiencing a revolution of what the impact of that can mean, to be truly identified as a collective member, how uniquely that amplifies the opportunities for success for you, personal success. So dreams are what you're focusing on here. In the 10th house, the way that you show up in the community and the world, the way others see you, the Page of Cups. There's an openness, there is a gentleness, there's almost an innocence about the energy that you bring to the table. There's a willingness to stay in the emotional spaces despite what can often be a great deal of education, information, or knowledge that you hold. You understand the power of that knowledge is only as valuable as your ability to invest in it, utilize it, apply it in a way that allows you to bolster your community, uplift your project or your team in a way that aligns the value of your work in a way that is available to all people, that really is about the unification of people, focusing on the commonalities even through the differences. So this can be difficult for some people to recognize. Differences means exclusion, it means division, it means separation, and you actually understand something far more nuanced about the ability of different people to come together and employ their different aptitudes towards a solution. In the first house, the Chariot. This is you coming out of a place of no longer trying to fit in. And isn't it interesting that the desire to be included is no longer tied up to the ability to conform or be like others? You understand that your value is in who you are and what you have to offer, and that is necessarily unique as it should be. But that doesn't preclude your desire to belong. And you understand as you've moved away from trying to fit in that you already belong to the world that is calling to you. And you're answering by learning to respect your own space, your own gift, and the willingness to exercise this in the way that you see fit, that does not cave in to the multiple distractions that exist and have existed for you, distractions that you've often given into. And ultimately, those have not only undermined you, but they've undermined those relationships that don't respect your time and continue uh, to ask you to choose in a way that is no longer challenging for you. Choosing to exercise your gift is no longer a choice that alienates you from others. You understand that it includes you with those who are there for you, who are aligned with you. Those it alienates are not with you. And this is something that the Sagittarians I'm speaking to have learned. You've understood that those that are pulling you away from what you know is best for you, that always have a use or purpose for your efforts, that excludes you, are not aligned with you, are not part of your story, not a part of the story that you're telling now. In the fourth house, this is your home, your family, your history, your memory. The Ace of Cups is all about the way that you're showing up in the world comes from this openness to seeing yourself as emotionally connected up with others. You can connect with others in such a facile way right now, in a way that confirms your sense of unity, confirms your sense of being part of uh, a human species, of a species of sentient beings far beyond humans. You understand the way love is the reason why you have done all that you do. The desire to share love is something you no longer feel uh, prohibited from. You've learned that nothing can stop you from choosing to express the things that are of passionate interest to you, the things that connect you to your own sense of unity, joy, fulfillment. That fulfillment is the goal, the contentment, the satisfaction of knowing that you're doing what's best for you. This is beautiful for those of you that are uh, um, in that zone of your life. This can be about starting a family, it can be about pregnancy, but it is about building something new and fresh on a new foundation. So I feel as though you're drawing in the energy of your ancestors, family members, cultural heritage, history, in a way that no longer distinguishes between time or individuality, but understands there's a greater field of power that you are the inheritor of. In the seventh house, the house of significant others, the Page of Pentacles is another indication of your willingness to start something new in a way that you haven't done it before. And in this particular case, I do feel that you are pulling your dreams of relationship into some kind of concrete form, into some kind of productive form. You are understanding the value of all of your relationships. You're recognizing that they too constitute the love that you have often sought in a more conventional way. That you understand that the kind of dream love relationship that you have carried for a while is something you don't know how to do. You haven't seen it enough in your life to understand what is required. You have not observed relationships that function at the level that you have always desired. And that part of that begins with your willingness to identify and ground yourself in who you are. And that is a part of the puzzle for perhaps some of you around your relationships. Have you shared your desire? Can you identify your feelings? Can you acknowledge that? Can you express that? Do you know how to articulate your feelings? And this is important because you have no lack of feelings. You have no lack of enthusiasm and optimism around the potential for those. But taking it back to the real experience, the real life, the real person, seems as though that is something that is you are threatened, or feel that being who you are threatens any potential relationship, or at least that's how you've experienced in the past. And you, for some reason, don't have the option of melting or fading away. That's not the nature of your energy or character. You are out there. You are expressive. So the working at understanding how to express yourself as a friend, as a partner, is something you're open to learning. If this reading is resonating with you so far, Sagittarius, please like this video and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. Thank you all for supporting my channel, understanding how important it is that I grow my channel so that more people can have access to what I do. So thank you for that in advance. The Chariot card in the first house is clarified by the Knight of Cups and the Queen of Swords. Interesting energies. So mostly fire and water we've got going here. The Knight of Cups is this passionate opportunity for you to be forthright with what it is you offer, what your interests are, what you are concerned with. Many of you are creatives and approach your projects with this openness to ideas, understanding how important it is to get to the basis of your feelings of filling in your passion, grounding your passion in a way that gives you the words, the desire to learn more, to talk about it, to share it with others, to put out a proposal, to listen to what others have to say, to facilitate a conversation or make decisions that allow you to pull out of this deep sentient state that you are subject to as a result of your sensitivity, your intuition, which is strong and is being strongly accented with this new moon in Virgo. As well, the planet Mercury, the ruler of Virgo, is emphasizing your communicative abilities, and you are focused on communication, facilitating the ideas and communication of others so that you can learn, you can be open to learning, you can receive. in a way that doesn't filter it out and always rest on your own understanding. So I'm getting a picture here of the way that you present yourself to others falls back on your own uh, self-involvement, your own development, your own perception. And you're really learning, you're practicing how to neutralize yourself in order to receive the information, the input that you're asking for. I hope that's clear. In the fourth house, the Ace of Cups is clarified by the Ten of Swords and the Three of Wands. I do feel like this new moon in Virgo is a real opportunity for you to not just conclude or finish up or close down an entire set of beliefs that has wounded you, that has blocked you, that has restricted you, and depleted you at the same time in your effort to conform. Instead, you are opening up to all the possibilities that exist in creating something that is a more transparent vehicle given your ambitions and your goals, so that you are making the contacts, doing the work, finding the resources needed to put yourself out there to grow in a direction that's unfamiliar, perhaps in a field that is unfamiliar to you, but one in which your passions can grow through them, your offers, your exploration can incorporate these and integrate these new possibilities into who you are and what you have to offer others. But there's a huge way in which you are dissolving the resistance that you have built up inside of you. The way that you understand that it is you standing in the way of your abundance, success, love, whatever it is you dream about. You understand that you have to open up and release, surrender. You know and have what you need. In the seventh house, the Page of Cups is clarified by the Temperance card and the Seven of Wands. A lot of healing work has gone into your significant relationship. So this is by no means simply a spouse, a romantic partner. This is absolutely siblings, friends, relationships, anyone who has been important in your life. You have really done the work to heal that, to understand the value of that relationship, what you learn from it, and why you are not in that person's life and vice versa. Why that relationship is over. You're not questioning any closures. You're understanding the necessity of those closures, the necessity of those conclusions in order to stand up for yourself. Because the message keeps coming through that standing up for yourself, speaking your truth in relationship has been hard for you. Saying no has been hard for you. Stepping back, reassessing, saving your sacred space for your own exercise of talents has been challenging. And you are aware of that. You now are seeing yourself not being transparent, not being open in your relationships, maybe masking that lack of openness or that fear by doing things. Being the doing part in the relationship, the enabler, the one who makes sure everything is cool so that others can do what they need to do. And how that internalized pattern has wrecked your own life, has left you alone and lonely. I don't see you, without a doubt, not having friends. You have friends, but it is the attempt to honor those friendships, nurture those relationships in a way that is productive of something that you can sustain. I feel that this is the challenge for you right now, how to heal your sense uh, of um, of oppression, of denial, of not having, of loss, of being blocked. It feels as though significant relationships have appeared to you now to always minimize or brush aside the things that were important to you. And as a result of that, you just sort of clammed up. And now you realize you don't know how not to clam up, how to talk, how to speak in a way that will be heard, or if anyone's even interested. In the 10th house, the Page of Cups is clarified by the Five of Wands and the Six of Pentacles. So the Five of Wands is the repeat card. We're back at the beginning. And this is showing what you've learned and how being open with your desires, innocently, even awkwardly, speaking your truth, speaking your feelings, that part of your truth, the truth of how you feel, is the secret key to establishing relationships that work. From contention, from arguing, from struggling, to balancing. This is what you are learning. This is what you're opening up to. And this, in many ways, is your dream. It's concretizing your dream of relationship, of love, where you're in a working relationship, a balance, an equitable exchange of energies, one that changes and shifts as you and others change and shift, because you can always discuss it. You can always talk about it. You can always come to an agreement. I'm going to finish up this reading with the Seed and Sickle and the Lily of the Valley has emerged, and the number is number 2, the number of the High Priestess. There's another one underneath it, the Birch. Number 1 will go back. The Lily of the Valley, number 2, reads, Lily of the Valley blooms at the same time that the nightingale returns from its yearly migration. Legend claims that this is because the lily fell in love with the nightingale's beautiful song, but with the lily too shy to confess its feelings, the nightingale is none the wiser and leaves each year for warmer climes. Don't let your reservations hold you back, or you might find that an opportunity is gone before you have the chance to take it. There's courage in being bold, and others will only know what you want once you find the strength to say it. Spot on. If you enjoyed this content, there's more content here you can check out. Thank you for your likes and subscribes, Sagittarius. Until next time, namaste.